Hello and welcome, my crossing leaves. So we are back with Chrono, and today we really will reach that ending I thought we might reach last time. But this time, definitely. I'm not stopping before we do. In before me doing it in like 20 minutes and we have to go for another one. No, it should take longer. Yeah, I'm not shocked. I did this so often by now that I chose the wrong user that I'm not even surprised anymore. So now let's get really into it. Okay. You know, it's kind of the small things that you really start to hate. And for me, one thing I really hate is this being on new game instead of continue automatically. That is annoying. It's not really something that bad, but it's just one more button press, but right? It's annoying. It's so unnecessary. And if you don't want to read the data if someone has a save state, just make continue the default. That one time pressing new game doesn't matter, right? No, I don't need to climb down there. I want to go up here. I don't care about the chest. We don't need that anyway. We just want to get into the door. Okay. How we get you soonish. What I don't get is why she joins us, actually. I mean, yeah, she says it doesn't matter if I'm Search or Lynx, but she's basically only after the body? Which is weird. But maybe she is kinky like that. Maybe she just wants to follow fate, and this is what she needed to do for that. Well, Harl is in our party. And we need to pull that lever. Yeah, we can get that. No, you cannot go in there. Wait a minute. No, this was wrong. We don't need to pull that. We can... Ah, there! I'm way too blind for someone wearing glasses. And we're out. Okay. Let's go. Checking out the place where angels lose their way. Which apparently is at a nice beach. Weird. Astral amulet, but nothing happened. So let's figure out what's wrong here. Do I need to go here? Fossil Valley. That's where we need to go for now. Can I please talk to you? Okay, I can't go this way. Wait, what am I forgetting? Do I have to do something here? I don't think so. Never did battle with the mayor. Now that I think about it. He's not here right now, okay. Huh, okay. Whoa, wait a minute. Isn't that in front of my mother here? Apparently not. But she kinda looks like her. So, she has a clone. I thought she was a unique NPC because she has an artwork. And we know 2 unique NPCs who don't. Wait, she has... Whoa, wait a minute. Look at her. Right? That fits her character portrait here. But, wait a minute. After we get that story, I'll show you what I mean. Okay. It will take a couple of minutes still. You be on guard. That didn't work. What can you transform into by now? A prehistoric. Let's do that. Completely not weird her transforming into that thing. Yeah, he did not stand any chance. Confirm. Yeah, better than her. So, again, look at her. And now we go outside. And she's that random NPC up there in the window. If she comes back. Did you see her? She was just there. There. That's not the same model.
No.
That's weird. Maybe they didn't intend to give her a certain model. A unique one. But after placing her like that, they decided that she, well, deserves that, or they still have time to do it. Something like that. And gave her one, but forgot to exchange that one. Which is a mistake you can easily see them make. Because, I mean, that's such a random place, right? Okay, on to Viper Manor. Okay. to Sir Norris. Or not. Going down here. And then up here. And I think it's over here. Not really any other choice. Okay. Okay, we have another team member now. And we're gonna take him. And there's our boat. Cute little military vessel. Right. We don't need to go to Goldolf. It's hermits, right? Eh. Maybe I'm wrong. We never have to go to this version of it. Which honestly is weird. This is purely optional. I mean, I guess it's fine, but kinda weird. So, do we need to go here? No. Damn it, I should have paid more attention. Cruise ship? Is this the scene with... No, it's not that. No. Wrong. That's the wrong world. Goldolf. Might need to go to Goldolf. Talk to that shrine girl. Maybe. Hopefully. Nope, that's wrong. I kind of have the parts mixed up. Which part are we at? We are not at the dragon hunting yet, I can tell that much. But... no, it's not Fort Dragonia, that's for sure. Need that fiddler crab thingy, I think. Don't... Do we need to do the Zelda stuff? Yeah. Part of it. Yeah, definitely. So I was right on these elbows. Good. Let's go. There we go. Huh. Now we need to find out about that sage. Okay. Sage has gone there. And now we need Fargo. And play with him. Okay, Grand Slam time. I still don't get why they don't let you turn speed up on here, but oh well. Yes, nephew, you're just a loser. I still wonder if anyone thinks, Snap, he's such a cool character, I want him on my team. Anyone ever put Snap on a team because they like them? It's one of those characters where you think everyone has to be someone's favorite. Just might not be true, right? This game is still kinda dumb. You just lose if you on south. That's just rolling a four-sided die, basically. If you could bet on which cardinal direction it halts, that would make more sense.
Then this game would be 18 plus.
Yeah, in Germany nowadays, yeah. If there's any kind of gambling in any game in Germany, it will be 18 plus.
Wait, is that why Monster Rancher's 18 plus?
Does it have
I'm
gambling?
not sure, but
Find that out. Because we just saw today that the Monster Rancher collection, Monster Rancher 1 plus 2, is 18 plus, at least in the German eShop, which is weird. It's Monster... Well, it has Zuzo. That kinda is 18 plus in and of its own. Now turn me into a cat. Meow.
someone on Reddit suspects it's violence, katos and pixies.
What?
But Shin Megami Tensei 5 is rated 12.
What is it?
Violence, Katos, and Pixies.
Violence is a monster.
Yeah, maybe. But
The Pixies, I mean... Then Pokemon needs to be 18 plus as well because it has those swimmers and bikinis in it.
yeah, and Shin Megami Tensei is rated 12.
And that has the penis.
Yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei. The game with the penis.
Jiggle physics. Yay.
Well, Pokemon has Jigglypuff. That's kind of the same, right? So why can't I turn into a cat now?
It's
I need
rated
to witness
T in the
this.
States because they added in drug references.
The states put those in?
I don't know if the States put those in.
Drug
but
references, like... It's weird.
And most people say Suzo.
Yeah, mine.
It's too sexy.
Suzo, Zuzo, Suzo, whatever he is pronounced, actually. I mean, people joke about him being the yellow sperm thing. But there's a white variant of him. Well, technically, a black one would be worse because that's how those look. Not white, but... Right?
Yeah.
I mean...
So apparently there's drug references because you have Trogon, Paradoxine, and Teromian in Monster Rancher 2. And
Whoever that is.
Kato has its drinking moves restored. Those have been removed in the previous release of the game.
Okay.
And alcohol and drugs probably
But
led to 18 plus.
that sounds reasonable. But I can't help think about other games that aren't 18 plus that have similar things. So, that probably is the reason, but the German rating system is garbage, honestly. It's real garbage. It rates so weirdly. So let's go again. Let's go. Like, do I have an example here? Probably not, without looking further into it. But there are worse examples. I don't think Monster Rancher needs to be 18 plus. So we won, right? I did not pay attention. Let's see if he lets us into the Grand Slam. Okay, yeah, we won. I don't know if it's scripted that you win. But we won. I also won him fighting with a mob. It's a reference to Chrono Trigger's weakest weapon. The mob for Chrono. With a whooping attack power of 1. Might be. strange.
You said a whooping attack power of 1 for Chrono.
For the mob, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
weapon for Chrono.
But on stream, I was missing the 4 Chrono.
Weird.
Everything came through, but that was missing.
Weird. Seems like you're weird.
Yeah, I'm weird. Thanks.
You're definitely the weirdo here. Turn black on Lynx. They said you're a sage. But you're a dunce. With the mob. You fight with the mob. I should have seen that coming. Turn yellow. Yeah, that makes also no sense because he already is yellow. I think he's Senna. Oops. That was my empty bottle. 999 damage. I know it goes over 1,000, so nice. Okay. Now we can get into the Dead Sea. It's not the Dead Sea that you know. It's not as salty. Probably? I have no idea, to be honest. How salty was it? Probably not that salty. Fit like crap. There. Okay. Alright, the Masamune thingy. We have to do that as well. Before we do that, it's a bit early, but let's go on a little break. I need something new to drink. Need to grab something. Be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. So let's move on to the Isle of the Damned. Damn.
Okay, now the camera's lagging.
Now the cam is like, yeah, I'm putting it on. Performance mode, quickly. Performance. Yeah, battles need to be off. On and now off again. Have a try turning it on and off again. I mean, who was it who told that story? I think it was Rezo, right? With some guy at his office. Who? No, it was Malte. You don't remember? He had problems turning his PC on. No matter how much he pressed the button, it just didn't turn on. And well, wasn't plugged in.
Oh, that you mean, yeah.
Wait, do I have the keepsake?
I don't know.
I don't have the keepsake.
That sounds a bit dumb.
That sounds problematic. Especially because it kind of escapes me where I get that.
That's on the stretch.
Yeah, that turned into yawn. The keepsake. It's a sake that's kept. But where? Viper Mana can't be. I really don't have it. Wait, is it Hermit's Hideout? Would make sense, kinda. Yeah, it is. Okay. So you need to go here story-wise after all, just not into the hut. Huh. Okay. I mean, on the other hand, there could be more secret islands. That would be nice. With how the game is, there wouldn't be anything that could be on them, but, well, that could be included, of course. Like some techs, equipment, stuff like that. Right. And in here. Those are our names on the gravestone. Oh no. The Masamune has a strange form. That sword looks weird. And totally not like in Chrono Trigger, but it definitely is the same one. We know that because it has Masa and Mune in it. And their sister, which is weird, because why do they have a sister suddenly? But well. Forever. Zero. should not use attack with you because maybe I get a black field. Or not. Just as I said it. Why do I even say these things? Lunatic. Let's go. Boom. That was a bit too early for the boom. He goes boom now though. Okay. We got the Einlanzer. Technically the strongest weapon for Glenn. But what if you can have two of the strongest weapons, right? Not that we will see Glenn in this playthrough. We're not getting to a point where we meet him, I guess. At least not for the team. We met him last time. Not for the team, of course. And, well, I couldn't use him with the links anyway, so yeah, that's that. Okay. Begone, evil sword. Shatter just like that. Which is weird. I get that there's a weapon that can go against it. That makes sense, sure. But just its presence destroying it? Makes it look kinda weird. Weak, not weird. Not that way. Up here. We don't really need those chests. We need to defeat that enemy though. The enemy who killed Johnny. Justice for Johnny. Hashtag justice for Johnny. A biker friend. Kinda. He's not really a biker, he's more like a bike himself. Kinda. But I guess with how Johnny is right now in this game, he's not resting in peace, he's rusting in pieces. I could have gotten a black field. Damn. There's no opportunity there. Oh well, doesn't matter. Feral cats. It's a machine. Those cats will destroy it by putting their hair all over. It won't be pretty. Huh. You missed. Anybody remember that game series called Rampage? I kinda have more bad memories with it, you could say. It's a fun game, yeah, but I have once gotten it from a rental store, so I rented it. And, like, I got it for over the weekend, but beat it in that one afternoon right after I got it. It had like 100 stages, and it was the Rampage for the Super Nintendo. I don't know which one specifically, but yeah, I just beat it in that afternoon, and yeah, I had fun with it, but boy, I was glad that our rental store had the policy of allowing you to exchange the game you rented for a different one if you didn't like it. So I basically just did that and got a different game. Don't even know which one I got instead, but definitely had more fun with that. But like I said, it's not because it wasn't fun. I just finished too fast. That's... What should I have done with the game after that? I could have played through it again, but that's just not the same. I wanted more out of a game that I got over the weekend than just that. You know, now that I think about it, that prop sword that we just skipped, I think I never found out what to do with it, actually. Could you Google that? What the prop sword does in Chrono Cross? Huh. Death Angel, hello! What up, buddy? How's your day going? My day is going great. How about you? How is your day going? Hope you're well as well. Yeah, we touch safe there. Don't need any healing. Let me get through here. Pretty good, just jumping around different streams before I hop on. Oh, that's nice. Then, well, welcome to this stream.
So, regarding the prop sword.
Yes.
It says here, with the hero's shield, give the sword to Pierre in Termina, another world, to unlock the hero's blade and his level 7 tech skill.
Oh, interesting. I've never known that. I never cared about Pierre. Honestly, you're the only one on right now. Well, okay. Good thing I'm here then. In that case, well, feel free to stay. Okay, come on, fight us, Miguel. This is our third time being here. We know what you're about by now. You've never played this game. Well, if you're into RPGs, you should give it a try. It's pretty great. Did you ever play Chrono Trigger? Okay, you should play Chrono Trigger before then, because this is the sequel. It's not that connected. You could play one or the other first, but you can see some things from Chrono Trigger in this game, which makes it a bit more interesting. I'm more into Kingdom Hearts style gameplay. Okay, yeah, well, that's very different then. But hey, I like Kingdom Hearts as well. Kingdom Hearts is great. Wasn't that fond about Kingdom Hearts 3 when it came to the story, but the gameplay, that was awesome. Kingdom Hearts 3 did have the best gameplay of the series, I would say. Favorite one still is Birth by Sleep. I just like that trio of characters there. I have a soft spot for Vant. Honestly, I like the story, didn't like the gameplay. Really? I mean, don't get me wrong. The last part of Kingdom Hearts 3, that was so great. That honestly was really good storytelling. Your favorite is 2. 2 is great, definitely, yeah. I would say 2 would be my second favorite one after Birth by Sleep. I was really hoping for the form drive. Yeah, that wasn't in 3, right? Huh. And Kingdom Hearts 4 looks nice. I can't wait to see more of that. Or, well, play it. That would be the best. Ah, they gave the Keyblade forms. Yeah, right, there were those Keyblade forms. It's been a while since I played it. Basically played it when it came out. And after that, not again. I did finish it. I did finish everything in it. The minigames, well, some of them weren't that fun. But, well, I did it anyway. The worst thing for the Platinum Trophy in that was that mecha game, I forgot what it was called, that took so long and stopped being fun at a point. They made 3 a spectacle and wasn't really into it. Yeah. Just press triangle. You could kinda say it, but when it comes to action games like that, I enjoy just button mashing and defeating the enemies easily. I like that over the challenge. I like challenging stuff more on turn-based stuff like this. Not that this game is really challenging, though. It has like 2 or 3 parts that are kinda hard, but all in all, Chrono Cross is relatively easy. Okay, cutscene time. The only thing I dislike if a game is too easy is when it gives you so many options to equip abilities and stuff, but you really don't need to do it. Then why include a system like that? I like it too because you needed to learn some boss movesets to actually beat them. Yeah, I can see that. What I never was able to do though was beat Sephiroth. Neither in 1 nor in 2. I just... If I would try enough, probably I would be able to, but I just lost interest in doing it, to be honest. I beat Lingering Will on stream last night. Oh, cool. That's something. Lingering Will, that was that thing in Birth by Sleep, right? That secret boss for Ventus? Am I right about that? It's Terra. Okay, it was for Terra. Yeah. That was hard. I remember that. And like 5 data fights. Oh, cool. I mean, they do have some hard things in it. I can't remember anything hard from 3, though. It is called the hardest and most random fight in the series. Yeah. The thing is, I think I beat Lingering Will at one point also. And it was like, I tried 20 times or so, and it was so hard. And the last time I tried it, it was easy. I just... It wasn't challenging for some reason. I just got lucky, I feel. And that might be due to its randomness. But all in all, I would call it still a hard battle. It was really tough. What I hoped of 3 was Kairi being playable more than she was, but oh well. Maybe we'll get that later on. I kind of would like a Kingdom Hearts game that would be like Birth by Sleep, but with Sora, not Roxas, Sora, Riku, and Kairi. That would be cool, each with their own story and stuff. Right now I'm having issues with this, the Zaldine's data fight. I think I never did the data fights. I tried, but I'm not sure. Okay, I can't get in like that. I think I... Who was Zaldine? I think I stopped the data fights by that with a card dude. The one that uses the cards. I think I couldn't beat him. Not quite sure though. Wait, I somehow need to get into the manor. Maybe through the forest? Huh. That's not the forest. Yeah. That I should have known better. Okay. You said you liked BBS? Yes, I really do. I think it has the best story in all of the Kingdom Hearts games. And, well, like I said, I really like Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. No, this is not the right way. I mean, I never played the original Birth by Sleep because I did not own a PSP until, like... The first time I had a PSP, the Vita was already out. But I played it in that collection on PS3 or 4. Was it on 3 or 4? I think it was on PS3. I did like the story, I didn't really care for the gameplay. Yeah, the gameplay, okay, but I definitely am more of a story guy in general. I'm fine with bad gameplay if the story is interesting. That's why I'm kinda lost. I think we need to go to Termina, don't we? Even Chain of Memories on the GBA. Oh, I played that on an emulator and... I still don't know how to feel about Chain of Memories. The gameplay is weird. It was horrible. Yeah, it kinda was. I actually did not finish it on PS3 as well. I got kinda stuck in that Riku fight and just lost interest. I beat it once on the emulation thingy. So it's not like I never beat it. Most hated game in the series. You beat the PS2. There was a PS2 version, right? No, I don't need to talk to you. No, thanks. I mean, I get why Chain of Memories is so hated. Honestly, Chain of Memories was the first Kingdom Hearts game I ever played. Because of the stupidest reason ever. When Kingdom Hearts came out, I was around that age that... Yeah, Disney... I don't watch that. And secretly playing that emulated game. Because, of course, I still like Disney. I was just like 13 or 14 years old. So, yeah. It's stupid. But that's why I played Chain of Memories first and... Took me quite some time. Kingdom Hearts 2 was definitely already out when I played the first one first. I did run through it again when I picked up the all-in-one package. Yeah, I mean, it's on there. Why not play it? It is kind of the worst of them all, but it's not bad. It's still playable, I would say. Story-wise, though, I don't know. It's basically just a rehash of the original Kingdom Hearts. Kinda. Wait, do I need to go to the bar? That's it. Finally. I was starting to feel stupid. Wait, Guile is here. Remember me? would be interesting, though, if Kingdom Hearts included more Square Enix games than Final Fantasy. Then there would be a chance for these guys to show up. That would be cool. Not really, it's all about Castle Oblivion and backstory on the Organization 13. Yeah, true, but... like, the individual worlds, they... how do I get out of here? Like this. Yeah. Yeah, true, it's technically not about the stuff happening in the individual worlds, but the stuff surrounding it. Which I totally did not understand when playing it first, because you kinda need the other game for it. But yeah. They did use the same worlds, but they have done that a lot for the series. That is true, and I really don't want another Hercules or Pirates of the Caribbean world. They have done enough with those. It's okay now. We don't need that again. Especially the Pirates of the Caribbean worlds, they are weird. You feel that, yeah. It's apparently because in Japan they really love Hercules and Pirates of the Caribbean. Which, I mean, fair, but if you can't do much with those anymore because there's no movie stuff left, then you shouldn't. Give me Hawaii. Yeah! We got Lilo and Stitch in Birth by Sleep. But give it a real world, not only a spaceship. They could even do like a side quest thingy like they did with the Dalmatians in, I think it was only in one, where you collect all those specimens from Lilo and Stitch. That would be cool. Because that's what, not the original movie, but the TV show I think was about. I have only seen the original Lilo and Stitch movie. But I know in some thing they went after all those experiments. Okay. Yeah, we can't go up there. Have to go down here. Open! Thanks. And you go to the world, the more you collect, the more you see. Yeah, that would be great. So basically also like Winnie the Pooh. Which, honestly, in my opinion, they could also drop. I never really liked Winnie the Pooh. And the minigames there, they weren't that fun. Okay, this one is locked. Yeah, no more Winnie. Yeah, definitely. Especially with Sora now being older, him talking like that. I mean, even if you're older, it's fine to like children's stuff, of course, but talking like he does with Winnie in the age he has now, I don't know, that's weird. I just want to get into the sewers. Oh. Let's see 2000 Disney movies now. Yeah, why not? And I don't know about Marvel stuff. Big Hero 6 was cool. That world I really liked. But other Marvel stuff, yeah, maybe not. That at least should be kept out, I would say. It's all locked. Which movie would you want to see the most in Kingdom Hearts? Like they could do Finding Nemo instead of Little Mermaid. Right, Finding Nemo was by Disney, right? well, Pixar, but that's not much of a difference. Shrek, yeah, well, Shrek probably won't happen. That's DreamWorks. Pixar, but same umbrella, yeah. I would really like to see something on Brave. I know that... Oh, this door does open after all. I know that Brave wasn't the most liked movie, but I actually enjoyed it quite a lot, to be honest. And I think it would fit very well into the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Isn't DreamWorks owned by Disney? No. DreamWorks is a rival company. Pixar is owned by Disney. You're surprised, okay. I mean, they could do something with Shrek. That's for sure, but right now, well, Disney owns everything. I mean, you're not wrong. That's kinda true. What I really would love to see is A Bug's Life as well. That was made by Pixar, I'm pretty sure. And that would be great. Like, Sora, Donald, and Goofy could be shrunken down. And that could be the gimmick of that world or something. They could even turn into bugs themselves. Like a bug duck for Donald. Sounds weird, but I think it would work. Ants. Yeah, okay. I think Ants was DreamWorks. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't remember either. I have never seen Ants, to be honest. They also never did Aladdin, the third movie, right? They did the second one, I think, and the first one, of course, but they never did anything with the third one. As far as I know. I mean, I have never played the phone games. Yeah, okay. That would work. That's a world I wouldn't mind returning to. Okay, Riddler's in the basement floor. They go back in the phone game. Go back to the first game or what? Oh wait, we can. I can get there through the sewers, of course. Every RPG has sewers. Well, not every RPG, but kind of a lot of them. Okay, no, I can't go there through the sewers. Huh. But the phone game is a pre-prequel. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like that the phone games are kind of necessary to know for the whole lore of Kingdom Hearts. Especially those that are Japan only. Or were Japan. Or were Japan only, because, I mean... Obviously not everyone has access to them. Okay, what am I missing? I'm at the right place, I know that. I hated this as well. I only got halfway through it and I was level 200. Level 200 but only halfway through. That's weird. I mean, you should think that with that level you should easily finish it, right? But phone games are weird. That's just in the genre, I think. Okay, I'm missing something here. Yeah, there's like 1,000 levels and I was on 550. 1,000. I mean, you can do that. I think most RPGs should go over level 100 with how long they are. You reach the 80s easily anyway, so do like 150 or 200 maybe, but 1,000 is a lot. And you were stuck. That sounds like a good time. I'm pretty sure I need to go down the sewers here. Huh. Okay, you gave me the key for the prison. Yeah, okay. The game was super grindy for materials. It just wasn't pleasant. Yeah, I mean, there are two phone games I play, Dragon Quest Tact and Echoes of Mana, and they are also very grindy. With Dragon Quest Tact, I feel it's pretty fair, because you can get most stuff without paying actual money, which is nice. Echoes of Mana, I kinda think of dropping it because it's very pay-to-winny. I have like a whole team of max level characters and still struggle with some missions. So, yeah. I can't even make them that much stronger because the stuff I need is either a very slow grind or paying money. Which, I don't think paying money for a game in general is bad, because, I mean, you buy a game and you play it, but that microtransaction-y stuff, that's also loot boxes, I don't know. I play Clash Royale. I've been playing for 6 years, still not maxed out. Clash of Clans for 10 and only at Town Hall 10. I assume that's not that far into it. I never played those games. I just know how they look, kinda, and that's it. But yeah, also, the thing is, you kinda need to play them daily, because you get daily stuff, which, it keeps me at them, but it also starts to not be fun at any point anymore. Goes to Town Hall 15. So basically you have like 10 years left. Because, well, you probably get to 15 slower than you get to 10, right? I would assume. That's normally how games work. No, go down. Who knows? Well, let me know if you reach it. So, this way first? No, not this way first. This is also the wrong way. Yay. Up here then. I played this game like 20 times when I was younger. And this is my third time and I still don't know it in and out. I'm getting old. I also tried to play Pokemon Masters, but stopped that like after 2 weeks. Kinda like that. Because that was so pay to win heavy. I need to go... Oh, to get a good unit or whatever they were called in that, you really have to draw a lot, and they don't give out much of those gem thingies for free. In general, the Pokemon phone games are not good. They really want you to pay. And yeah, I rather put my money into full-fledged games than some microtransaction heavy games. Especially the prices those microtransactions have are so huge. Like Dragon Quest Tact, which, like I said, it's very good playable just without money. But if you wanna pay money, it's like 15 bucks for 10 draws. That's quite a lot of money. I don't get why they don't release the old Game Boy Pokemon games onto the phone. I think Nintendo just doesn't like to release stuff on something that isn't their console. But they could release them on Switch, at least. That's for sure. Would be nice to be able to upload them to home directly. Especially with the 3DS eShop now closing, thus you cannot do it with those versions anymore. It would make so much money. Yeah, on the phone I could see that, definitely. I don't know about PC. I think releasing them on PC, like Steam, would probably backfire because the sales of the consoles would go down. But the phone, I think people would still buy the consoles with that. I mean, I would never play them on the phone. I don't really like playing on my phone, but that's me. But yeah, the money aspect, they probably would make a ton of money. Okay. With that, riddle is almost saved. They don't sell Game Boys anymore, so just releasing a digital version wouldn't do anything but make the money. Yeah, definitely. Even if they also release them on the Switch and on phones, I think it would still work out, and a lot of Pokemon fans would probably buy both on the phone and on the Switch. They do release apps on the Switch. There's Pokemon Home for Switch, so you could even transfer the ones you got in your phone version to Pokemon Home, which would be cool. But technically, there is Pokemon Go, which is not on a Nintendo console, but on a phone. But honestly, I tried Pokemon Go, but over here in Germany, it's kinda expensive to get internet on the go. And also, where I live, there are just no Pokestops. The game is basically unplayable because I live where I live. The old game wouldn't support that kind of transfer, I don't think. You in the 3DS eShop versions, you could transfer them over to Pokemon Bank. So they did that. It was just Pokemon Bank was reading the save state of the game and got the data from that. So I think they could make it work. Red, blue, silver, and gold. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it would be better if it were the remakes, because they are just the better versions of those games. Because, yeah, there were a lot of bugs in red, blue, silver, and gold. And a lot of quality of life improvements are missing, but yeah. But yeah, they released red, blue, yellow, silver, and gold, and also crystal on 3DS. And you could transfer them over to Pokemon Bank, and from there to Pokemon Home. Yeah, I know you're talking the originals, yeah, not the remakes. But if they would do the remix instead of the originals, I think that would even be better. Army of cats, do your work. I mean, I did start with the originals. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red. And I got almost every game since. I kinda skipped Generation 3. Only played that emulated. But, well. Yes, it would, but like you said, it would hurt console sales. Yeah, I mean, GBA, they don't produce those anymore as well, so... Okay. Okay, we saved Riddle. That means last boss time. If they did the OG, they could have phones only trade with phones. They could. And would even work out with trading online. That wouldn't be a problem. Okay. No double Norris, but well. So we should leave in a different way. These doors are hard to talk to. I bounce off of them way too easily. But yeah, it would be interesting. I mean, Square also releases the Dragon Quest titles and old Final Fantasies on the phones, so why not? Square doesn't produce consoles, of course, but yeah. Old games have kind of a spot on phones. I think the people who played the originals but could never trade because they didn't have friends that had it would love to trade like that. Probably, yeah. I was always able to trade with myself, so I never had a problem like that. Never really had friends who also played the games. But, well, trading with yourself works fine. Or they just come out again and again. I had an original Game Boy and a Game Boy Color and, well, just needed to get a link cable. But, yeah. It was hard getting every Pokemon back then. You only had one Game Boy. Yeah, that's probably what most people had. That... The idea they had with Pokemon kinda did not work well outside of Japan. In Japan it was way more common that you just go into a park and trade with different people. Foreigners, basically. Other kids. Which, in the West, yeah, I would not have taken my Game Boy to a park. I don't know. And I wouldn't have talked to kids I didn't know. You got the purple GBC. The purple one. I had a green one. I had two green ones because one broke. And my grandma just bought me a new one, which was very nice of her. It wouldn't last the walk. Yeah, I mean, true. Just have some batteries with you as well. Not a good idea to leave now. Ah, right, we need to go up here. But yeah, I mean, it were good times. Just a little baggie of batteries, yeah. That's very 90s. Batteries in everything. On the other hand, to be quite honest, in these things, these controllers, sometimes I don't like them being rechargeable because, especially with PS5, I only have one PS5 controller. And if that battery has run out, I just can't play until it's recharged. If it had actual batteries, then I could just exchange batteries and play again. It would be way bigger due to that though. But yeah. Batteries weren't that bad, but especially environmental thinking and stuff, yeah, rechargeables are definitely better. I can't really play while I charge because I don't have a cable that's long enough. That's a bit of a problem. Technically I could, yeah. But I would have to sit in a very uncomfortable place in front of my TV. And yeah, I could recharge it via the outlet, not via the PS5 itself, but that's not very recommended for a controller because the charge is different and stuff. Got 10 feet. 10 feet. I have no idea how much that is in meters. I'm not familiar with feet.
About 3.
About 3 meters. How far would it be for us? More like 5 probably, right?
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5 to where I normally sit. I don't think I have a cable that's that long as well. That wouldn't be a problem though. That is something I could get. But it would go straight through the whole room. And then hoping that the cat doesn't attack it. One of our 2 cats really likes to play with cables. It's not directly cables, it's strings in general, but cables are strings for a cat. He normally doesn't attack cables, but if they move, yeah, that agitates him. It's USB-C on both sides. Yeah, that's good. I mean, USB-C is just great. And everything should have it nowadays. That should be the new standard. But, well, it's coming more and more. I want you on my team for the final battle. If I have to use Hal, then I can go for a full black elemental team anyway. Also I like Robic. Who wouldn't like a cyborg character, right? Did you just break the field effect to heal yourself? Huh. They have these plastic like road bump things you can get for your cords to cover them up. Yeah, I guess. But that thing through the whole living room? I don't know. That would be weird. That's why the cable needs to be way longer than to put it on the ground. Thing is, I have like, how many Switch Pro controllers do we have? I think 6? 5 or 6 of the Pro controllers. Which is enough, but they don't really need it because the problem with the PS5 controller is that it lasts for like 5 hours or something. While these, they say the battery is low and you have 3 days, you can still go with them. They are way more efficient. So charging them overnight and that's fine. Basically I should have more PS5 and less Switch controllers, you could say. But the Switch had all those nice collector edition controllers and I do like getting those. Especially these Monster Hunters. Yeah, it's only like 30 minutes to charge. That's true. The PS5 controller charged super fast. So, yeah, you could charge it while you have lunch or something. Yeah, mine does charge that fast as well. I think that's normal. At least if you use the cable that came with it. Or a fast charging cable. Then that should work. But yeah, I mean, they charge fast. That's good. Maybe that's why they also decharge fast. Maybe. But I mean, that's okay. Yeah, super long. Okay, yeah, okay. Does make sense. I mean, the problem is solved kinda soon because I'm getting a new PS5 controller, that God of War Special Edition. And then I have two. Because the problem right now I have when I play PS1 games on emulator, I connect via Bluetooth to my PC, the PS5 controller. That means, though, that it disconnects from the PS5 and I have to reconnect it again via cable, and that's a bit annoying. But with two controllers, that problem is soon solved. It's a shame that they are so expensive nowadays. Controllers are really expensive. Especially PS5, they cost a lot. Like, I mean, yeah, they have more technology in them, I guess, but like the Super Nintendo controllers, you could get them for 20 bucks or something back in the day. We even found one at a yard sale for like, what did we pay, 2 bucks or something for a Super Nintendo one? That was nice. I mean, that's nowadays in the yard sale, not back when they were new, of course, but... And games are going to be $70 out the gate from now on. Yeah, true, but... I actually recently saw an advertisement, an old advertisement for Super Mario All-Stars on Super Nintendo, which was going for 60 bucks already, so... It's not like they were getting expensive over the years all the time. It's a newer thing. And 70, I feel, is for a long time the highest they can do. I don't think people will pay more than 70 in the next, like, 20 years. Depends on many things, of course, but yeah. 70 is a lot, though. I have the hard copy because I know that's gonna be expensive down the road. You mean the PS5 with the disc drive? Because... honestly, I wanted to go PS5 digital only edition, but I also like buying collector's editions, and they normally come with a disc, and then I couldn't play the game if I have the digital only one. So I did not really have a choice there. Okay, we got Grobik. Super Mario Oh, you mean... oh, yeah. That's nice. I had that once too, but sadly my father gifted all my Super Nintendo stuff away. Except my Super Nintendo itself, which annoys me till today because I had stuff that's way expensive nowadays. Like, I had the original Secret of Mana. I had Super Mario World. Well, that's probably not worth much, but yeah. I had a little not well-known game called Plock, which was fun. And a lot of other stuff. Donkey Kong Country 3 I had as well. And yeah, they don't make physical copies anymore. Of Super Mario also. Yeah, I mean... it's an old game, why would they? Okay, we should allocate elements though. Everything below 5 is just not worth it. Black hole. One there. Okay. What does revenge do? Ah, status effects. I mean, what I do have now is only the original Mario World and Donkey Kong Country 1. That's everything I have physical for Super Nintendo, I think. And while not owning an N64, I still have Banjo-Kazooie because I found it for like $5 at a convention. And yeah, we definitely grabbed that. One day I will get a new N64. Because that I also had once, but that was given away by my father as well. He really liked to give away my stuff. And he probably wonders why I don't talk to him anymore. 3D All-Stars. Oh, you have the physical 3D All-Stars. Ah, yeah, I have that digitally only. I didn't really want it that physical. Because I wouldn't sell it anyway, and yeah. I probably wouldn't have played it that much if I only had it physical. Some games I just play more if I have them digital. Okay. Then you get Black Hole. The 3D All-Stars was the first time I played Super Mario Sunshine, and I could not really get into that. I don't know, a lot of people like it. In general, the game is fine, but I don't like the controls. That might be a Switch thing, I have no idea, but yeah. Used, it's still $60 at GameStop, and there are no new copies. Yeah, I mean, well, GameStop has a high price tag in general. And it's a wonder if you still can find games there. At least over here they only have merchandise, which is kind of weird for a shop called GameStop. But, well, if it pays for them, then be my guest. We don't really need much elements here. Just some stuff to attack. We probably can go without any. That's the opposite here. Mostly games, little merch. Well, that's good then. I mean, it's called GameStop. It should have mainly games, obviously. But on the other hand, the next GameStop I have near me is like 2 hours away with car. And thus it's hard to get there anyway. I do order some games online though. From them. What games do you play on your PS5? Right now I play Valkyrie Elysium. And before that, Horizon Forbidden West. Other than that, Yakuza, I did play the PS5 version, and I think that's all the PS5 games I have right now.
Spider-Man.
Oh, right, Spider-Man. Miles Morales. We did play that.
And Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed is the PS4 version, though.
But it had an upgrade for PS5.
Yeah, you could put Assassin's Creed there as well. And then mostly PS4 games. I do plan on getting, well, it's pre-ordered already, on getting God of War Ragnarok. And then Star Ocean is coming out next. That's what I'm getting for PS5 as well. So mainly all the RPGs coming out, you could say. So, let's save one more time before we start this. Did you get extra or premium? Oh, you mean PS Plus? I don't have PS Plus. I think about getting it, but it's not really... I know I don't really need it right now that much. I do have Switch online because I like to play those old games they have on there, but PS Plus, they do give us a lot of PS1 games by now though, so I might get it, and probably premium then, right? Yeah, something like that. Premium and access to like 500 games. I mean, that sounds great, and yeah, but I kind of have like 100 or 200 games that I still haven't played anyway. So, yeah. New games as well. Yeah, it's a good service, definitely. It's a very good service. That's why I'm thinking about it. Just have to see. Probably not this year anymore. I have so many new games that come out right now that I don't even know how to play them all as it is. But, yeah. I will get it sometime. Probably sometime next year or something. Especially because it has some games I would like to stream as well. So that would be good for that. I think it has stuff like Wild Arms on PS1 and things like that. Which is great. I really wanted to play those games. Like forever. But never came around to it. Okay, last boss time here. Yeah, use your hair cutter and stuff first. I'm AFK for a bit, gotta do some stuff. Well, have fun doing that stuff. I hope it's fun stuff. I appreciate that. Thanks for that lurk.
It's time for another break.
Yeah, let's do a break then. Let's do that. Be right back. Gonna hit the toilet. Okay, we are back. So let's pummel that thing further into oblivion. What exactly does this do, by the way? Protect the party. I mean, it misses all its attacks anyway, so I don't need protection. A buff to attack? Yeah, I would have done that, because that will make things quicker. But I could probably put the auto battle on, where they only use the regular attacks and be fine. I say probably, but honestly, his attacks miss. I cannot die. He might heal more than I make damage, though. But yeah. I don't think I ever got that ending. But we'll see what it will be. I would have liked to get Grobik's level 7 tech, but I can't. Now that I think about it. Getting his level 7 tech would mean going beyond this part where we get this ending. And I'm quite honest here, I forgot which ending we're going for. I just know when to get it, not what's the ending. But that's not important. We'll see that when we get it. The when, yeah, I need to remember that. Did I do everything with you? No, Glide Hook is still left. Okay. There we go. Free fall. They really should give you more black elements. Especially the higher level ones. Like, I don't get it. The white and black elements aren't special. They are... Like, it's not only Surge or Lynx who can have that element and stuff. But the elements of these colors are so much more rare. While the red elements, they are everywhere. They could have balanced that out more, right? There's really no reason. The only reason for black being so rare could be like because this boss is a white element and thus weak to it, but is that really a reason? I don't know. And sure, with traps I could grind for them, but others you get plenty in chests, so that's not really a good argument, I would say. Okay, 69% hit chance, nice. Make it a nice hit. Well, it was okay. Oh, you have black hole. Right. Use that. Boom. First attack normal. 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay. Do you have more black elements? Nope. Then blast away with Ice Blast. You have some black stuff left. Another black hole, especially. Oh, we did it. There it goes down. So let's see what this ending gives us. I mean, it's not destroying the world again. Which I don't even know if that happens in the other one. Because nothing happens. I just thought turns to nothing or something, but well. Teen Hut? Teen Hut? What? General, the time has finally come for the Acacia Dragoons to sally forth. Can I kill them all yet? Everyone, prepare yourselves to face Surge's army. Long live the pride and honor of the Acacia Dragoons. Yes, General, they said yes. There's a cook. Who's that? Wait, that's Norris? It appears this battle is unavoidable. I am sure the Porre army will strike back in full force. Perhaps this, too, is fate. So he infiltrated this as a cook, but why is he standing between the soldiers here as a cook? That's weird. Move out. Come, follow me. Huh. They fight on the Zelbus. Weird. I mean, guess Surge wants to destroy everything. Shall we get started? Where's Kid in all of this? Monsieur Lynx? This is a nice change, no? Just taking it easy? Before, I would travel all over the place with the other Monsieur Lynx. I've never stayed in one place for so long. I wish it could be like this a bit longer. Well then. Time for dinner? No? The Dark Moon Dragon is making me dinner. Huh? What would you like, ce soir? Ce soir is just please? Something like that?
No. This evening, basically.
This evening. Alright. Your specialty. Oui, then I will do my best. I have to go steal. I mean, get some ingredients. So wait here. Mon chéri. Mon chéri, mon schmary. Kid, you're better than that. I finally found you. Oh la la, you're still alive? Of course I am. I have more lives than a cat. What are you doing here anyway, Lynx? This is pathetic. This whole situation is pissing me off. Prepare yourself, Lynx. You ain't getting away this time. You're going down. Well, that answers my question where Kid is in all of this. Finn. Oh. The endings in this game are very open. But they kind of planned a third game, which never happened, sadly. So yes, save our game. And there we go. Well. Guess that's it for today then. So, who are we going to raid in that case? A bit of a shorter stream, but oh well. I mean, I can look as well.
Raid Games Live on Chrono.
Okay. Nu isn't streaming anymore.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Slido 88, Omega X9. No one knows.
Okay. Let me have a look. A quick one. If this thing loads, come on, Twitch. Be faster. I mean, Chemo, Giggles, those would be fine. Chemo probably has lower viewers. Okay. 58. Yeah, but Chemo goes. Ah, well, he does that from time to time. I should be there any minute. Just give me an hour for that minute. Ah, I can almost see names. Normally Twitch isn't that slow. Come on, Twitch. There. So... Money would be streaming as well, by the way.
What?
Money. Moneymaker.
Not listed for me.
That's weird. But... Oh, he's doing a silent stream. Yeah, let's go over to Chemo. Let's see what he does in Forbidden West. So, while we raid over, you check out the links in the chat to my Twitter and Instagram. What? Chemo. To my Twitter and Instagram, where I post stuff, keep you updated, all the things you do on Twitter and Instagram. And to my YouTube. I'm gonna upload a video right after this, which is the analysis of the newest Pokemon trailer. Right, that was it. So, hope to see you over there as well. And until next time, bye-bye.